Am I coming through okay? Alright. Give me 1 second. Probably the only thing I don't like about this is that it's full screen and it's very hard to kind of like adjust. So if it's too loud, let me know. And hopefully it's actually capturing the game. No, that's not it. Hopefully it shows up. There's no sound, but hopefully you'll see the title screen. Say Star Trek Judgement, Rites, press enter to continue. You seeing that? Alright, let's get to it. Hopefully you guys can hear it.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission, to explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
No, I did not see the press conference. I missed it. Okay. So those of you who stuck around me back while I was on Hitbox, you may have watched me play Star Trek the 25th Anniversary. This is the sequel to it. Now, I know I didn't get to finish it because I got stuck at the very end, but this is a nice little improvement for that. Because they actually give you a little bit of adjustment. But, let's see. There's 3 settings. This one's pretty much easy because there's no space combat at all. This one's relatively easy because there is space combat, but the enemies are at a lower difficulty. And then this one, it says hard, but from what I understand, this is like the normal difficulty. Is like no matter what, whether you go off course or not, or if it's a what's it called? It was supposed to happen. The enemies will be facing off at full strength. Now, if you watch me play this, play the 25th Anniversary, I am not very good. I may be a good pilot, but this is like beyond me. So we're actually going to go with easy, because when you actually stay on course and it's the space battle is part of the mission, it's a little bit easier for me. But if you go off course, that's when it starts kicking your ass. So we're going to stick with that. Let's see. I gotta have the I gotta have the manual out because No, you have no idea. I had such a hard time with the final battle in the 25th Anniversary. It's ridiculous. You'll see what the space combat is like when we start getting down to it. And yes, this game looks old because this was back in the days of DOS. Let's see. Options. This? No. Alright, we'll just stick with it.
Captain's log, stardate 6223.8. We are en route to the glorious Pebble Scientific Academy, where we...
Ooh, there are cutscenes to this now. Well, actually, no, there were cutscenes to the last one.
Enterprise, this is Captain Luke Rayner of the USS Alexander. We have returned from the future. In 8 days, the United Federation of Planets will be completely destroyed. A new...
My God. Captain's log supplemental. We have tracked the Alexander's course to Espoir Station, a scientific research facility in the Omega Maelstrom sector. We are about to set course for that system, hoping to discover the subject of its last ominous message.
May I respectfully remind the captain that we haven't accomplished our mission, sir.
That is not the right button. No, maybe so. But it will, if I do not read the manual, it will take me forever to try and figure out what does what. There's no WASD in this.
May I respectfully remind the captain that we haven't accomplished our mission, sir.
Zulu, I'm trying to figure this out, right? Cut me some slack here. Okay, there's no sliders. How's the sound for you guys, by the way? Adjust the mic so I don't hit when I'm trying to type. Let's see. Okay, that's the ship. That's to talk to the crew.
Perhaps you should access my library computer, sir.
Raising shields, lowering shields, Captain.
Arming weapons. Disarming weapons.
I do not think that would have any effect, Captain.
That's weapons lock. Damage control.
Orders are to proceed to Espoir Station, sir.
H is hail for communications. Computer. Okay.
Captain's log.
That means captain's log. Ah, okay, there we go.
Captain's log. Captain's log.
We're not in orbit, Captain.
Bingo. Alright, so we got our save. Okay, simple on and off. No sliders, so we can't really adjust if it's too loud. Especially
save new game.
I'll let you know what that. Just put P. But, let's see what else is there. Computer, symptoms, damage control, emergency power, communications, orbit, view screen, magnification. What is that? Weapons lock direction. I can use that. Check off navigation. Weapons. Ah, navigation.
Orders are to proceed to Espoir Station, sir. Orders are to proceed to Espoir Station, sir.
Okay, hang on. This ship steady. in the galaxy. We gotta use navigation, which is N. This brings up this map. There's a whole bunch of stars, but no labels. So we have to go to Esmore Station. Here, I think.
Captain, the Elasi frigate is decloaking.
In addition to its cloaking capabilities, the ship is mounted with 3 forward-firing photon torpedo bays.
We are being hailed.
On screen.
This is Captain Bevander Zane of the Elasi frigate interdiction. You are no match for our new Storm-class frigates. We demand your immediate surrender.
Forget it.
Let's see. So yeah, this is a little bit, I can't exactly say. Oh, it actually is a little bit like playing a Telltale game. You got a couple chances to make dialogue choices. So let's see what Kirk has to say about this. That's pretty direct and kind of...
Give us 5 minutes to decide.
I see no point in that aside from...
No matter how good your ships are, they're still being captained by lice-ridden Elasi hypocrites. I would lose all self-respect surrendering to a person like you.
That seems a little bit insulting. But I'm not going to do that.
Forget it.
Say forget it.
I believe that you humans have a fantastic expression. Your choice, your funeral. Goodbye, Enterprise.
Raising shields.
Arming weapons.
Let's see what we got here. Let's do full speed. Number 9. Torpedoes. There you are. Just gonna be able to track them with the little radar screen. Again, it's a small screen. Can't exactly see where they are until it's almost too late. There you are. Hang on.
Target analysis on.
Let's see how bad he's looking.
Target analysis off.
Our weapons are locked, Captain.
There we go. Let's see how that looks. It's a new little feature in this one compared to the 25th anniversary. Get a little bit of weapons lock so you can actually get a better chance of hitting your target. Never played Wing Commander. I certainly hope this is a little bit more easier than what this game is giving me. Ah, okay. Circle back around. Where is he? Come on, circle around. He has hardly hit me. At least I don't think he has. Shields would be fine. Where is he? Tell me he's firing. Why is he firing at me? Yeah, he is not moving. Let's see if we can circle around him. There you are.
Target analysis on.
Captain, they are
He's
fleeing.
pretty heavily damaged. Ah! Nice.
Target analysis on.
Disarming weapons.
I do not think that would have any effect, Captain.
Is he leaving?
Captain's log. We have engaged in a battle battle against the Elasi. I cannot help but wonder if there is a connection between them and the message that we have received from the Alexander.
Captain, you don't seriously expect us to believe that the Elasi could threaten the Federation?
Those Cossacks couldn't threaten my grandmother.
It does seem inconsistent with what we know.
I'm still suspicious, Mr. Spock. Just call it human intuition.
What is this place?
Captain, I'm receiving a message from the station manager.
On screen.
Captain, I'm James Monroe, commander of Espoir Station. We witnessed your battle against the Elasi. They've bothered us a lot in the last few weeks. We're very grateful.
Do you mind if we come down and take a look at your station? Really? Then why haven't you filed reports with Starfleet? We've heard disturbing reports about your activities. We've come to take a look at your research.
No.
Really? Then why haven't you filed reports with Starfleet? Do you mind if we come down and take a look at your station? Really?
Between choice 1 or 2.
Then why haven't you filed reports with Starfleet?
What do you think?
Do you mind if we come down and take a look at your station? Really? Then why haven't you filed reports with Starfleet?
Choice 1. Choice 2. God dang it. I don't have my coin of fate with me. God dang it.
Do you mind if we come down and take a look at your station?
Espoir Station would be glad to greet a starship as famous as the Enterprise. We'll send coordinates and you may transport aboard at your convenience.
The mission of Espoir Station is to study gravity's end, the only known proto-universe phenomenon in the galaxy.
Proto-universe phenomenon? I've heard a lot of things, Mr. Spock.
The proto-universe phenomenon, or proto-event, is a place where a big bang occurring in another universe deposits matter into ours. It is also noted for intense space-time distortions. The equipment on the station is highly advanced, but they appear to be of non-Federation design. There are areas protected by force fields which sensors cannot penetrate.
Could a rupture have occurred in this proto-event that would destroy this section of the galaxy?
That is possible. However, a rupture of that intensity would almost certainly have destroyed the Alexander. We do not have many facts, but those we have do not support that hypothesis.
Space-time continuum. It wouldn't be a Star Trek show slash movie slash game if there wasn't some element of time travel. Alright, whoa, what is that? That's interesting.
We must first leave orbit, sir.
Oh, okay, so that is very interesting. Okay, that's magnification. What is that? View screen? I don't remember seeing any of this in the manual. Speed, impulse power, just with the numbers. This is orbit, this is shields, this is view screen. I can adjust this with magnification, or we can make it full screen. Oh, that's direction. Wait, direction? What, you mean like steering the ship? You kidding me? We're not gonna use a freaking F. Magnification. Okay, just full. This is full screen. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, this is check off. That's navigation. Weapons, arms. weapon slot right here. Let's see. Mr. Scott, what is that? Mr. Scott, damage control and emergency power. This one's emergency power. This boosts your ship's power for a short time. The strain on the engines so you can use emergency power until Scotty has time to do after combat repairs. Interesting. Alright, and this is damage control, so that's repairs. And that's communication. That's aid. That's for Mr. Spock. That's even talking to Mr. Spock. His computer. What's this? Target analysis. What's target analysis for? Gem. Let's see. Let's get the log. Let's transport down. Options. Text display. Here we go. Speech with there. Okay, so before it would just keep talking and I would manually move the text. This will have it until it reaches the text. It will stop talking until I move on to the next page. So I will stay that way.
Save new game.
Save.
Replace previous game.
There we go. Yep. Alright. Let's go ahead and beam down.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Shields. And there we go. Oh, it doesn't have the old sound
Greetings, Dr.
effects, and
Monroe.
we don't have a red shirt.
Yes, it's been made clear who you are, Captain Kirk. Espoir Station is glad to meet you. In fact, we have something interesting to show you.
That may be why we're
We
here.
don't have a red shirt. Wait, what?
What the?
The modified tractor overload beam can be quite lethal, Captain. I suggest you surrender immediately or we will crack your ship like an egg.
Why are you doing this? You won't get away with this. How can a loyal Federation scientist do a thing like this? Why are you doing this?
Actually, Kirk, I'm the one pulling the strings.
Bradell.
Jim, isn't he that maniac who wanted revenge on you? And
I am the one who headed the Verdane program to build our improved versions of your starships. And despite the setback caused by your interference, I survived.
I thought you were killed when your pathetic imitation of the Enterprise was destroyed.
Fortunately, a cloaked Elasi frigate transported me before my bridge was destroyed. Fortunate for one of us, that is.
You intend to destroy the entire Federation?
So yeah, quick little recap. In the last game, the last episode, we were dealing with this guy here, which is Dr. Bradell, and he made a copy of the USS Enterprise and attacked the Federation ship. So I think I might have been, I don't know if I was fighting against the Elasi ships or faced up against the Enterprise too. But either way, he made a copy of the Enterprise and Kirk stopped him and destroyed the Enterprise too. And supposedly died, but I guess not.
Is that the only thing you ever think of, Bradell? Revenge? Of course, Bradell. Even surrounded by your goons, you're still too much of a coward to face me in person. You intend to destroy the entire Federation?
This is a tough one.
Is that the only thing you ever think of, Bradell? Revenge? Of course, Bradell. Even surrounded by your goons, you're still too much of a coward to face me in person.
Kind of leaning toward choice 3 on this one. What do you think?
destroy the entire Federation? Is that the only thing you ever think of, Burdell? Revenge? Of course, Burdell. Even surrounded by your goons, you're still too much of a coward to face me in person.
So you're saying 2 or 3. What would you say? I'm leaning more toward 3, but if you guys have some other say in the matter, go right on ahead. I'm open to suggestions. Nah, that would be very un-Captain Kirk-like.
You intend to destroy the entire Federation? Of course, Burdell. Even surrounded by your goons, you're still too much of a coward to face me in person.
Guards, put them in the brig and let them rot.
That's a big dude.
Welcome to Espoir, Captain Kirk. I've been asked to make certain your stay is uncomfortable. What did you do to Dr. Burdell anyway?
11 years ago as lieutenant on the Farragut, I exposed his scheme to overthrow the Vardain Council. They dismissed him from their science council in disgrace. He's vowed revenge ever since.
That explains it. Never get involved in politics or get on the good doctor's bad side.
It doesn't sound like you care that much for Burdell.
Well, he's never been interested in winning popularity contests. By the way, the name's Shem. Manau Shem.
Captain, I would need my tricorder. Captain, I estimate the odds of finding and destroying Burdell's doomsday weapon at 186 to 1.
That's better odds than usual.
I am factoring in your record at performing nearly impossible feats, Captain. Otherwise, the odds would be 8,552 to 1.
What would I do without you?
Never tell me the odds.
I cannot speculate, Captain.
I'm getting a little too old to play hero, Jim.
But you do it so well, Bones.
Mr. Spock, wondering why logical solutions never seem to be very good at prison escapes. Dr. Leonard McCoy, who silently counts the hours remaining before the Federation is destroyed. Manau Shem, a big security guard. Someone you'd rather not fight.
Yeah, he's quite big.
The wall seems weaker here than in other places. The cold, hard surface of a prison wall. The cold, hard surface of a prison wall.
What's on your mind, Captain?
Dr. McCoy, he's very sick. You wouldn't happen to be related to Vakata-Shin by any chance? Do you realize that you're working for a madman? You wouldn't happen to be related to Vakata-Shin by any chance?
Yes. He was my father.
How's he doing?
He's dead. He tried to betray the Vardain Starship program to the Federation and was executed 9 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that. I knew him when I was on Vardain. He was a good man.
Obviously someone felt differently. Since then, Dr. Burdell took me under his wing. I proved more able as a security officer than as a scientist.
Then you should know that Burdell is insane. Why don't you try coming inside for a moment? Let's see how tough a security officer you are.
Yeah. I know you're a good fighter and all, Kirk, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna break you in half.
Then you should know that Burdell is insane. And what do you think of your father's death?
Excuse me. Choice 1 or 3.
Then you should know that Burdell is insane. What do you think of your father's death?
How do you think I felt?
I called him my friend. He had the courage of his beliefs. It must have been difficult having people constantly saying that you are a traitor's son. How many times did Burdell say that to you? Help us avenge his death. 10 years ago, he helped me expose him to the Vardain Council. He died because he was Burdell's enemy, not because he was a traitor. If I can expose Burdell's plans, then your father's name will be cleared. I called him my friend. He had the courage of his beliefs. It must have been difficult having people constantly saying that you are a traitor's son. How many times did Burdell say that to you? Help us avenge his death. 10 years ago, he helped me expose him to the Bardane Council. He died because he was Burdell's enemy, not because he was a traitor. If I can expose Burdell's plans, then your father's name will be cleared.
I have a duty, Captain. A responsibility to guard this station and its crew. If I do as you ask, I betray the man who killed my father, and also betray a lot of friends in station security who did nothing to him.
It's a difficult choice. Questions of morality are always difficult. Your friends are alive. Your father has no one except you. And how does Burdell treat your friends? It's a difficult choice. Questions of morality are always difficult. Your friends are alive. Your father has no one except you. And how does Burdell treat your friends?
What do you think? 1?
It's a difficult choice. Questions of morality are always difficult.
That seems kind of...
Your friends are alive. Your father has no one except you. And how does Burdell treat your friends? Your friends are alive. Your father has no one except you.
I like 2 or 3, but I can't decide.
And how does Burdell treat your friends? Your friends are alive. Your father has no one except you.
I'm seriously about to go get my coins. I cannot make my mind up with some of these things.
And how does Burdell treat your friends?
Do 3.
You have a point. I suppose I can let you go. I'll turn off the force field. Your weapons, communicators, and tricorders are stored in the lockers in this room. I'll try to convince security to turn against Burdell.
You remind me a lot of your father, Manaoshi.
Unfortunately, after this, I will remind everyone about my father.
All right.
It's generous of you to take me with you, but I better lay low for a while. If you fail, I might be able to do something later to stop it.
Captain, I estimate the odds of finding and destroying Burdell's doomsday weapon at 186 to 1.
That's better odds than usual.
I am factoring in your record at performing nearly impossible feats, Captain. Otherwise, the odds would be 8,550.
What would I do without your encouragement, Spock?
I cannot speculate, Captain. Captain, I estimate the odds of finding and destroying...
That's better odds than usual.
I am factoring in your record...
What would I do without your encouragement, Spock?
I cannot speculate, Captain.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta see something about the... Let's try that.
I'm getting a little too old to play hero, Jim.
But you do it so well, Bones.
There we go, that's more like it.
I've opened the lockers. Try not to kill anybody. Some of these people are my friends, although I suppose I may as well start using the past tense. I'll follow after you've used the turbo lift.
Phasers taken.
Phasers. Start tricorders.
Tricorders and medkit taken.
Okay.
Communicators taken.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can't communicate with the Enterprise. Inventory. Phasers, tricorder, communicator, medkit. Alright.
device opens the lockers when the appropriate passcard is inserted.
Actually, wait, hang on.
The layout of this base is interesting, Captain. Its modular design makes it easier for a small security detachment to guard.
The Vardane values secrecy even more than security.
Jim, stop at a place where I can write my last will and testament.
Heaven forbid, Bones.
So yeah, in case you haven't noticed, this is all the original cast of the series. This is actually the last time DeForest Kelly played the role of Dr. McCoy before he passed away. Which is kind of sad, but it was nice hearing his voice. Let's see what we got here. Control, security, computer, transporter, headquarters, executive quarters, special projects, Dell's quarters, yellow alert. Oh crap.
There they are! Get them! Fire!
Oh. Hello?
Standard
Okay,
Starfleet phaser. Set.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Kirk. You have got to be shitting me. I gotta start this whole damn thing over again.
Enterprise, this is Captain Luke Rayner of the U.S.
My God. Captain's log supplement.
Oh, crap. Okay, so we'll just have to go through all
Lord
of that
Shields,
again.
Captain.
Give me 1 second. This may take a while. Keep with the same,
Greetings, Dr. Monroe. I'm Captain Kirk.
Yes, it's been made.
That may be why we're here.
Remind me to save often.
What the?
The modified trap.
Why are you doing this? You won't get a... How can a loyal... Why are you doing this?
Actually, Kirk,
Bradell.
Jim,
I am the one.
I thought you were killed when you're...
Fortunate
You intend to destroy the... Of course, Bradell. Even surrounded by your...
guards.
Welcome to Espoir, Captain Kirk.
11 years ago as...
That explains it.
it doesn't sound like you...
Well, he's never...
There we go.
Save new game. Replace previous.
There we go. Alright.
You get no response.
Captain, I estimate the odds.
That's better odds than usual.
I am factoring in your...
What would I do without your encouragement, Spock?
I cannot speculate.
I'm getting a little too...
But you do it so well, Bones.
You get no response.
What's on your mind, Captain?
Dr. McCoy, he's very sick. You wouldn't happen to be related to...
Yes.
How's he doing?
He's dead.
I'm sorry to hear...
Obviously some...
Then you should know that Bradell is insane. Why don't you try coming in... And what do you think of your father's death? Then you should know that Bradell is insane. And what do you think of your father's death?
How do you think I felt?
I called him my friend. It must have been difficult to help us avenge his death.
I have a duty, Captain.
It's a difficult choice. And how does Bradell treat you?
You have a point.
You remind me a lot of your...
Unfortunately...
There we go. Alright. Let's get out.
I've opened the lockers.
Save new game. Replace.
Alright. Let's try this again.
Captain, I would need my tricorder.
I know that, Mr. Spock. Just give me a sec to get reacquainted with these controls. Not exactly
Tricorders and medkit taken. No effect. Communicators taken.
Let's try this again. Actually, no, we were here. Let's go to the security room instead. Let's see what no, wait.
There they are. Get them. Fire.
Standard Starfleet phaser.
Weapons. Got use. Kirk. Thank you. That's just grand. You got Spock and McCoy.
I hate when they do that.
Spock, you okay?
Captain, I would place a high priority on finding a way to win over the security team.
The Vardane think they supersede mankind.
Mr. Shem indicated that the Vardane had little love for Bedell, Captain. I suspect their loyalty is less than absolute.
Jim, why does everyone not like me? Why does everyone keep shooting at me?
I don't know, Bones. I guess it's your cheerful nature and your stoic silence.
Alright, well, we got that out of the way.
Save new game. Replace.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Standard Star.
The station is solidly constructed, but rather sterile. Even the wall looks harsh.
Okay. Use inventory, set phaser. Use inventory, medical tricorder.
These guys make Spock seem decrepit by comparison, Jim.
Let's just go down the line.
Jim, what's that smell?
Wanaka gas, a knockout gas with an extremely long effect.
We have mere seconds to neutralize it or get out of here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's not go in there. Alright, let's go with
This door is labeled Transporter Room.
Okay.
This door is labeled Computers.
Computer room.
This door is labeled Central Control. This door is labeled Security.
Let's go to the blue room.
You're too late. I've set the computer on a continuous auto-diagnostic. You'll never be able to get it online.
I don't believe in the word never.
What the heck? What the hell is he stunning everybody?
Oh, that's even worse.
Sorry, Bones. Do I have to just stun everybody? Jesus Christ.
These are various advanced designs, Captain. They appear to work on a modified Daystrom duotronic system version 9.0, with some enhancements I do not recognize.
Well,
Now you say
Spock,
security.
do you feel at home here?
My home is Vulcan, Doctor. Its physical appearance is quite dissimilar to this place.
There are machines here, Spock. Computers. This is where you belong, isn't it?
My place, Doctor, is as science officer aboard the USS Enterprise.
Spock, if you left the Enterprise, I'm sure you could find a job substituting for one of these mechanical marvels.
Actually, Doctor, the computing capacity of one of these machines is substantially faster than the processing power of the Vulcan brain.
So you admit that you are inferior?
In speed and memory, affirmative. Other areas exist, Doctor, where even you are superior to this machine.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Spock.
Alright, let's take a look around.
A three-dimensional chess set. This seems pointless. A micro-holobeam projector, usable to create light images on the chess game. A three-dimensional chess set. The central processor of the main computer. Mr. Spock seems perfectly at home in a room full of computers.
Spock, see what we can do about this computer.
We will need to end the diagnostic cycle, Captain. It is currently playing chess against itself. Captain, the computer is locked into an infinite loop. It will continue playing the game until it defeats itself. I can interrupt the moves and input my own.
Try rook to queen's level 3. That will threaten its bishop. Try knight to king level 1. That will shore up our defenses. Try queen to queen's level 2. Let's sacrifice our queen to take that knight.
Shit.
Try rook to queen's level 3. That will threaten its bishop.
It's been a long time since I played chess, and I've never played the three-dimensional chess in Star Trek. So I have no... Okay, so... Going off of this, let's see.
Try knight to king level 1. That will shore up our defenses. Try queen to queen's level 2. Let's sacrifice our queen to take that knight.
That's just being stupid.
Try rook to queen's level 3. That will threaten its bishop.
What do you think? Choice 1. Chicken, you got anything on this? Threaten the bishop? Alright.
An excellent move.
Now let's push a pawn on king's level. That will force it into a more stable position. Now move your other rook to support it on queen's level. We should be able to threaten the queen or the bishop. Let's try something a little dangerous. Rook to king's level 2. Now let's push a pawn on king's level. That will force it into a more stable position.
King's level. Stable position.
Now move your other rook to support it on queen's level. We should be able to threaten the queen or the bishop.
I kind of like choice 2.
Let's try something a little dangerous. Rook to king's level 2.
And I am not one to take gambles in chess, because usually they don't go well for me, so...
Now move your other rook to support it on queen's level. We should be able to threaten the queen or the bishop.
It seemed to be expecting something else, Captain. Its queen is vulnerable.
Let's not be too hasty. Advancing the bishop to support the rook will give us a solid advantage on the board. Let's confuse it with a sacrifice. It might be interesting to trade queens. Let's take the queen and see if it resigns. Let's not be too hasty. Advancing the bishop to support the rook will give us a solid advantage on the board.
I actually like this because Spock said that he was expecting us to do something. So maybe if we be patient and not aggressive.
A superb game, Captain. You have made it. The diagnostic cycle has ended.
Excellent, Spock. Can you access the computer?
The main memory unit will not accept my attempts to access. I will need to find a more friendly interface with enough memory to hold the information.
Spock, see what you can do about it.
Captain, I need to find something to interface with the computer and store the files that are dumped into it. We may be able to use the tricorders.
Okay.
Captain, I am connecting the science tricorder to the central computer. We can use it to tap into the computer now that the diagnostic cycle is finished. We might use Dr. McCoy's tricorder as well.
I remember doing this in the last game.
Captain, I am connecting the medical tricorder to the central computer.
Now what you got?
I do not see the logic in that action.
Okay, we can use the tricorder then.
A chair made of Tenedium plastics and Varadil, designed for rigidity rather than comfort, Captain.
Okay, not what I was looking for.
Success, Captain. I have access to Burdell's Project Big Bang files and to the access code for his personal quarters.
The memory unit of the station's main computer.
Alright, Spock, see what you can do about this.
Captain, the main computers are behind the chess set. I will attempt to access them. Success, Captain. I have access to...
The memory unit of a 3-dimension, a display monitor. You get no response.
Well, Spock, do you feel at home here?
My home is...
Their machine.
My place,
Spock.
Actually, Doctor...
So you admit...
In speed...
That's the...
These are various advanced designs.
Okay, let's get out of here then. Items first.
Save new game. Replace...
Now we can go. Let's go ahead and move on to security. Let's see which one is security.
This door is labeled security.
Let's see what's in here.
The door is locked, Jim.
Oh, so much for that idea. Guess we forgot no other choice.
This door is labeled central control.
Let's see if we can do that thing like this.
Pacers on stun.
Oh shit. Who got stunned? Is it Spock?
An annoyed Leonard McCoy.
Oh, bones. That's the third time.
Oh, that's even worse than the damn transporter.
Dr. Monroe. One of Monroe's assistants.
How dare you come aboard this station and disturb our delicate work, you Starfleet brute!
And I thought Harry Mudd was annoying.
Don't hurt me! Please! And could someone do something for my allergies?
Wait, what? Alright. Well, let's see what you can do about it.
Hold still. That should help. And try to calm down. We're the good guys.
Thank you for helping me with my allergies. I guess not all Federation people are bad.
Well, we normally like to think of ourselves as humanitarians.
Unfortunately, that is not what Dr. Burdell tells most Vardane. Anyway, I guess I should get rid of that creeper.
How dare you come aboard this station?
And I thought Harry Mudd was annoying.
The station's weapon controls. The station's communications station.
Alright, here we go. See what the content of the Enterprise.
Spock, take a look at these.
enterprise.
Nice.
Spock, take a look at these.
I am disabling their weapons control. I do not detect access to anything around the proto-event.
Dr. Monroe.
Can't we just blow up this weapon and be done with it?
The controls are quite advanced, Captain. A most impressive piece of technology.
Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
Transmission detected in Central Command. Security forces converge on Central Command.
Oh, shit.
Captain Kirk, is everything all right?
Things are looking up, I think. Kirk out.
Call that looking up. Security's on their way. Let's try and go to the other side.
This door is labeled crew quarters. This door is labeled Eas Bradell. This door is labeled Special Projects Room.
Special projects. Special projects.
This door is labeled Executive Quarters.
Okay, this one's pretty interesting.
The wall looks very solid.
Alright, I have no clue where to go for this one. Any suggestions?
Well, Spock, what do you suggest?
We should attempt to gather evidence that Dr. Bradell is planning to commit genocide. Others may help us if they are confronted with the scope of Bradell's misdeeds. We need to shut down the tractor beam that is currently holding the Enterprise. Until the ship is freed, our options are limited. Our chief priority is to find the reason for the Holocaust that was reported by the Alexander and stop it from occurring.
I'm afraid that the social Darwinists have never impressed me, Jim. Building a better human on the inside is far more preferable to improving his physical traits.
Originally, Doctor, Vardane was a very harsh environment. The Vardane claimed that the original human settlers required genetic engineering to survive.
Living only to survive is a poor life indeed, Spock.
This door is labeled crew. This door is labeled Eas Bradell. The door is locked.
Of course it is. Alright. Any other bright ideas?
This door is labeled Special Projects Room. This door is labeled Executive Quarters.
Blow it up? Blow what up? What, shoot the door? I don't think I can.
Captain, my tricorder indicates that the doors are made of an extremely dense material that is phaser resistant.
So what's that bright idea? Special projects?
This door is labeled Executive. This door is...
What the hell is that?
A mutated Antarian man-killer, an improved version of one of the most feared animals in the galaxy.
Please tell me it's behind a force field and it's gonna stay there. Spock tricorder.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain. This is the control for the special weapon that is holding the Enterprise. A force field prevents our access to the controls. Captain, my tricorder indicates that the force field controls can be neutralized in the station's security center.
Okay, so we can get to security, turn that off, but security is locked. So... I don't think we can do anything in here unless we turn off the field.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
We could transport in there, but the transport room has gas, so let's try the crew quarters.
Rather cramped living quarters, only a small step up from Klingon ships.
No wonder the Klingons have such a bad temper.
We'd better be quiet. There's a gentleman on the bed who might quarrel with us if we wake him up.
A Vardane guard, currently asleep. Standard Starfleet.
Quarter?
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
Okay, how about the medical tricorder?
No wonder he's not on duty. He's suffering from cervix toxemia. He must have spent some time on Rigel 8.
Think he'll get up?
He's under heavy medication, Jim, but with Verdane physiology, you can never tell.
A target for laser firing practice. A small shifting holographic bullseye is certain to challenge even the most skilled marksman.
Hey, Mags.
Practice dummies for martial arts. The target is firmly attached to the wall.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
The dummies are not easy to carry, but you manage.
Wait, what? Okay, so apparently we have 3, what do we call it? Martial arts dummies in our back pocket. What is this? Walking Dead?
This seems pointless. A bed. It appears to be designed for slightly larger than man-sized humanoids. A mat, usable for gymnastics and martial arts practice. Storage modules. This seems pointless.
I thought that our quarter...
I wonder if there's anything here we can use.
A food synthesizer. The wall looks very solid. This seems pointless. A mat. The wall looks very... A food synthesizer.
Use this.
Hey, stop that racket!
Oh, sorry.
If I wasn't feeling so sick, I'd nail you.
Alright, thanks for coming by, Shadow.
You get no response.
This will keep him unconscious. I can't cure him with a med kit. His infection is not easily treatable.
Okay, so he's unconscious.
Ventilation ducts in the wall. Narrow channels covered by a steel mesh grid. The wall looks...
It looks like you're a little off target, Jim. I don't think that needs to be phasered, Jim.
Captain, are you certain that is where you wish to aim the phaser?
This seems pointless. This seems
Whatever, we got our...
This seems fluorescent lighting. A panel in the wall.
What does this panel do?
It does not seem to have a purpose, Captain.
Maybe it's some sort of abstract art, but that doesn't have a useful purpose either.
Many would disagree with that opinion, Doctor.
I think we'll move on to something else.
Yeah, good idea.
This door is labeled Executive Quarters.
Let's see what's in here. Fancy.
Well, Bones, do you have any ideas?
I'm not a religious man, Jim, but a few prayers couldn't hurt us right now.
Spock?
We should attempt to gather evidence that Dr. Burdell is planning to commit genocide. Others may help us if they are confronted with the scope of Burdell's misdeeds.
This appears to be a synthesis between a computer and a musical instrument.
Oh, we got
A
ourselves a DJ
Kikilian.
here.
How rare.
What is it?
It has many uses, Bones, but it's most commonly used as a mood inducer. It emits subsonic vibrations at a wavelength that stimulates the emotional centers of the human brain.
Maybe we could use it on the Verdane.
The effects of a Kikilian are not significant enough to radically change emotional states. If it had such abilities, logic would suggest it would have wide use as a narcotic.
Well, that's one great plan that's gone down in flames.
Well, so it seems kind of big.
A selection of bound technical printouts. One of the technicians really loves his work.
Sounds like Sky.
An external monitor used by central control to send messages to this room. A large potted plant is hanging from the wall.
Somebody has a green thumb here.
You mean to tell me there are Verdane who are interested in something other than eugenics or military conquest?
Bakata was proof of that. Unfortunately, it cost him much.
Oh.
A food synthesizer. An atmospheric purifier. It is capable of removing contaminants from large quantities of air or water in less than a second. It carries the brand of the Save a Ship Manufacturing Corporation.
Now, why would you need an atmosphere purifier on a space station? The filters should be built into the life support system.
Unless
I suspect it could help someone with extreme allergies.
Can we pick this up?
The filter is bulky but portable.
Nice. Okay, so we got away.
No effect. This is a wall cabinet.
Can't get anything in here.
No effect. A bed. A comfortable pseudo-leather chair. Library monitors. These data screens provide information and entertainment for board executives.
I think we got what we needed. We got that air purifier. We can use that in the transporter room. Put that in the transporter room. And probably make our way into security.
This door is labeled Transporter Room.
Save before we do anything else.
Save new game. Replace pre.
Jim, what's that smell?
Wanaka gas. A knockout gas with an extremely long effect.
We have mere seconds to neutralize it or get out of here.
You mean like this?
No, I don't think that's necessary. No, I don't think that's necessary.
The air is being purified almost immediately. Ah, good old Starbase filtered air. So dry it makes me want to drink a glass of water every 5 minutes.
I'm sure we can transport you into water if you really want some.
Damn transporters. If man were meant to fly around the universe, God would have allowed him to disassemble his own molecules.
Alright.
Transporter controls.
Captain, all areas of the ship except Bridell's quarters are accessible by transport. We have access without transport to all areas except security.
Unfortunately, they'll be able to draw a bead on us the moment we start transporting, and will be able to blow us away the moment we materialize. We need a distraction.
The dummies. There we go. Alright.
We are ready to transport the dummies, Captain. That should prove an adequate distraction for us to get into security.
At least we have a chance now.
Captain, all areas of the ship...
The dummies should provide set transport coordinates for security. Let's transport later. Set transport coordinates for security.
Wait. No. No, don't go in there. Shit. Oh, okay. Good. Get the dummies in there. See, why couldn't you do that, Kirk?
Damn it,
Come on
I'm a
now.
doctor, not a target.
That tickles me. Bones, you okay?
From his insignia, this Vardane has the highest ranking.
How many times is that now?
Damn it, I'm a doctor, not a target.
These security personnel have a reputation for effectiveness, Captain. I would not underestimate them.
This console controls...
I give you credit, Earther. You show extraordinary guile. Well played, Captain.
I'm not playing games. I'm trying to prevent Bridell from destroying the Federation. What's your name, mister? You're not so bad yourself. What are you doing, lowering yourself by working for a lunatic like Bridell? I'm not playing games. I'm trying to prevent Bridell from destroying the Federation. You're not so bad yourself. What are you doing, lowering yourself by working for a lunatic like Bridell?
Choice 1 or 3.
I'm not playing games. I'm trying to prevent Bridell from destroying the Federation. What's your name, mister?
I don't know. All these choices are pretty hard. This is a lot harder than the first game.
You're not so bad yourself. What are you doing, lowering yourself by working for a lunatic like Bridell?
Anyone's still there?
I'm not playing games. I'm trying to prevent Bridell from destroying the Federation. What's your name, mister? You're not so bad yourself. What are you doing, lowering yourself by working for a lunatic like Bridell?
Bridell pays me to guard the station. I am bound by my class code to obey him.
And suppose I provided evidence that he plans something that would result in the destruction of your planet.
Well then, according to the Vardane class code, I would be required to rebel. Show me the evidence and I'll cooperate, but I don't expect my guards to neglect their duties in the meantime.
I have nothing to say to you, Earther.
I give you credit, Earther. You show extraordinary guile. Well played, Captain.
I'm not playing games.
I trust you have evidence to back this claim.
If I presented evidence, would you help me stop him?
Is there any reason why I should?
Do you want to see 100 billion people die? Do you want to see the survivors of the Federation destroy Vardane?
Not particularly. and Burdell has not treated us with the honor that the soldier class of Vardane demands. If this action threatens Vardane, our class code demands that we help you.
I'll try to provide that evidence.
I can't stop you right now. If you return here and present evidence of your claim, I will look at it. Until you can prove your claim, Kirk, my men will hunt you down like animals.
This console controls force fields in Special Projects Room. This console controls communications tracking.
There we go, okay. Turn this off first, actually, no. Spock.
Vulcan male in excellent physical condition.
I do not need rest, Captain.
I'm not talking about rest. Use the freaking console, Spock. There you go.
I have lowered the force fields in the Special Projects Room.
But now that weird thing in the room is probably loose now. Mr. Goro over there.
I have deactivated the communications tracking systems, Captain.
This door is labeled Transporter Room. This door is labeled Computers. This door is labeled Central Control.
Did I ever go in here? Okay, yeah, I did. What about here?
Save new game. Replace pre.
Not here. Special projects. There we go.
Jim, look out!
And the thing's freed. I'm probably not gonna stun this thing while it vaporizes this sucker. Bye-bye.
Spock, take a look at these controls.
Captain, I have deactivated the tractor beam. The Enterprise is now free.
Yay!
We await your success, Captain. Keep us posted.
A large machine. It looks like the center of an experiment.
Tricorder.
The device appears to be involved in genetic research, Captain. It inserts mutagens into genes and monitors their progress. The device is empty.
Spock, take a look at these controls.
Captain, there is no need for me to use the controls. The Enterprise is free.
Can we get into the Burdell's room?
Save new game. Replace previous. The door is locked.
Nothing unusual about that object, Captain.
Spock, see if you can get it.
Here is the code, Captain.
Oh, there we go.
Well, it appears all of those misspent years playing chess have finally been put to good use, Mr. Spock. We can now enter Burdell's quarters.
Misspent years, Captain?
Definitely, Spock. You could have been spending time studying or playing baseball with family and friends.
Vulcans do not play baseball, Doctor. Nor do many humans in this century.
Let's go. I want to have a few words with my old friend, Dr. Burdell.
Alright, let's go. We have to stun him first.
So, you managed to elude our security. I'll have their...
It's over, Burdell. Surrender peacefully, and we'll guarantee you a fair trial.
I will not submit to a trial by a tribunal of chattering apes.
He's pointing a phaser at me.
We are the Vardane. Lesser species have no right to judge us.
Your experiment is over, Burdell. Morality transcends the differences in species, Burdell. You don't honestly think you can defy the three of us, do you, Burdell? Your experiment is over, Burdell. Morality transcends... You don't honestly think... Morality transcends the differences in species, Burdell. Your experiment is over, Burdell.
Choice 1 or 2.
Morality transcends the differences in species, Burdell.
Are any of you still there?
You don't honestly think you can defy the three of us, do you, Burdell? Morality transcends the differences in species, Burdell.
Morality. It is an invention designed to make lesser people feel superior. The universe is full of moral people, and for the most part they are dead wood. People who are preoccupied with morality never make history. You always did love to lecture, Kirk. You'll be the most self-righteous corpse in the galaxy.
Stun him! Got him.
He is Burdell. For once in his life, he's not a threat to anyone.
What the hell is this?
A very good likeness of James T. Kirk is its chief decoration.
Put out of place, don't you think?
The Journal of E.S. Burdell. Burdell's nightstand. It appears in perfect condition. There is no room for sloppiness in his orderly existence. A food replicator. Controls for Burdell's personal computer system.
I'll read it.
Get out of this. Right on the head.
According to this book, Burdell's secret code is 2162.
2162.
I'll read it. According to this...
Pick it up.
You pick up Burdell's journal, and a bookmark falls out.
This is unusual, Captain. I would not have expected a man like Burdell to rely on a paper record.
Who knows, Spock?
The bookmark is intricately decorated, not too dissimilar from a computer circuit pattern.
Captain, there is a number coded in base 64. The number is 2188.
Wait, the 2164 and 2188? What else is that?
Save new game. Replace. Controls for Burdell's personal computers.
None of the computer systems appear to be in control of the proto-event project.
If you used this.
Their systems are incompatible, Captain.
This seems pointless. A dartboard. The offending dartboard is removed, revealing a set of controls.
The control sequence can only be entered from a science tricorder. I recommend that I be the one to enter the code.
I guess, Mr.
All right, Spock.
My tricorder detects nothing unusual. I suggest... I will need the correct code, Captain.
We've seen two possible codes, Mr. Spock. 2162. 2188.
Ooh.
2162. 2188.
Like, you gotta be kidding me. Which one do I use?
2162. 2188.
Oh, this better not be something where if I put the wrong one, it blows up the whole galaxy anyways. This is the one that was in the journal, but this one was on the bookmark, so I don't know. This is pretty hard. Let's go with the one with the bookmark.
I have activated the code circuit. There appears to be fail-safe backup in the central control that needs to be deactivated. I will need the correct code, Captain.
We've seen two possible codes, Mr. Spock. 2162.
The code is not correct, Captain. It appears to be a trap. I have bypassed the detonation circuit. I am inputting the code from the bookmark. 2188. I have activated the code circuit. There appears to be fail-safe backup in the central control that needs to be deactivated.
Fail-safe backup needs to be deactivated. Can I use this?
None of the computer's systems appear to be in... This would appear to be the control system for the proto-event weapon. It is already active and preparing to fire when the conditions in the phenomenon are correct, which would be at any moment. It is targeted on Sector 001.
Earth! That one-eyed monster plans to destroy Earth!
Affirmative, Doctor. I will need Burdell's codes to deactivate it.
So wait, do we gotta go back to the other central control? Alright, which one is central control?
This door is labeled this door. This seems pointless. This seems pointless. The station's weapon controls.
There we go. Spock, see what we can do about it.
Captain, I programmed the destructive sequence into the weapon's control. It would require an engineering team to repair it. I do not see the logic in that action. Captain, since I programmed a destructive sequence into the communications network, it will take several days to repair it.
How dare you come aboard this station and disturb our delicate work, you Starfleet brute!
And I thought herring mud.
We have nothing to say. If you execute us, the Vardane code requires you to inform our family. The mortuary frequency is bandwidth 54.37 centimeters. Aim your transmission at Mount Arius on Vardane. Failure to comply will result in a blood feud between my family and yours till either has been completely destroyed.
A charm in culture.
The station's systems console. The station's...
I am disabling their backups. It includes several systems that are not controlled from this station.
Dell's room. He's gone. He is friggin' gone. Where's Burdell?
I am inputting the code from the bookmark. 2188. I have activated the code circuit. The proto-event weapon is decloaking. I have also managed to deactivate the station's shields and have a clear communications channel to the Enterprise.
Broadcast the coordinates, Mr. Spock. Have the Enterprise destroy that weapon.
The coordinates have been sent.
Lamo!
Scotty, 3 to beam up.
Wait, what about Burdell? He's gone. kidding me?
That has to be one of the most welcome explosions that anyone will ever see.
There is turmoil on the Vardane Council, Captain. The members who supported Bredel's anti-Federation policies have been forced to resign. I expect improved relations between the Federation and Vardane.
That's good to hear. Though history shows that suppressed movements like Bredel's have a habit of resurfacing at inconvenient moments.
And unfortunately, Bredel was not found on the ship. It appears he escaped.
God dang
I've received word that Mr. Shem's application to enter Starfleet Academy has been accepted. He should make a fine officer one day.
Captain, I'm receiving a message from the USS Alexander.
The Alexander?
Temporal paradoxes are most fascinating, aren't they, Mr. Spock?
Are you attempting to annoy me, Doctor?
On screen.
Luke Rayner here. I know we've never met.
Yes, of course.
We got your signal, and Starfleet has asked us to assist in cleaning up your operation.
It's good to have you with us. Better than you could possibly guess.
I don't understand, Captain.
It's a long story. Come aboard, and I'll tell it to you.
I've reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. Well done, Kirk. Keep up the good work. I must say, however, your performance is not what we've come to expect from James T. Kirk. I guess we all have our off days, Captain. Kane out.
Hey. I just started. Go easy on me, okay? It's another episode. Alright, we'll save
Aye,
this
Captain,
one for
I'm
next
looking
time.
forward to taking leave on Nova Atar. The museum there is supposed to be quite excellent. Lots of antique and one-of-a-kind machinery.
Commander, are you certain it's not the Kazakhstanian cognac you're looking forward to?
Do they make that there, laddie? I don't know.
Why, Mr. Scott, I'm surprised at you, not knowing the location of a famous distillery.
We invented that brandy, you know.
Right.
Of course you did.
No, really. We did.
No one would ever doubt you, Ensign, however...
Sorry to interrupt, Captain, but we have an emergency call from the science vessel Demeter. She's in orbit around Balkos 3.
On screen.
Captain Kirk, good to see you're in the area.
You have an emergency, Commander Gelman?
Well, I'm not sure, actually. Maybe more of a case of better safe than sorry. We're orbiting Balkos 3 to study the Balkosi, a race of people just entering their own Stone Age. We've only been here 2 days. Already we've found some unusual data, but just a few minutes ago, during the deep geologic probing phase, we were suddenly scanned.
Scanned? I thought the Balkosi were just developing.
They are, Captain. And there haven't been any indications of old civilizations until now. The scan was also of extreme power. Following that, we detected a power source coming online. We'll send the coordinates along with all the other information we've gathered. I was a little concerned that we triggered an old defense mechanism. With the amount of information it pulled in its scan, we'd be an easy target. I've moved the Demeter to a higher orbit on the far side of the planet.
Quite reasonable, Commander. We're on our way.
Thank you, Captain.
Kirk out.
Alright, well, we'll find out what's going on that planet. But for now, we're gonna call it a night. Let me do a save real quick.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
Doesn't even have the classic bridge sound like it did in the last game. But anyway,
Yes, quit the game.
on that bombshell, yes. On that bombshell, we're gonna call it a night. So I think we'll probably just save each session to be just one episode each, considering how long they all are. But anyways, yeah, that'll be it for tonight. And tune in tomorrow where we continue with more Resident Evil 4. We'll be getting to the island and doing some more progress on there. I think we probably got about probably about 2, maybe 3 more sessions left in that game before we finally move on to Resident Evil Revelations 1 and Resident Evil 5. So we'll see how that turns out. And we'll be finishing off the week with that. Alright, that'll be it for tonight. Questions, comments, and complaints that you would like me to know about, or any suggestions that you might have for me for future Let's Plays, Let's Tries, or WTF Gaming, head on over to Bravo Site's Contact and Interact page and shoot them out for me over there. Oh, also Johnny Versus. Sorry about that. But also check out Diz, Kugu, or anyone from Team Hype. Check out their streams. She'll be able to find something interesting and entertaining for you if you can't find anything that I'm dishing out. But yeah, again, thank you for joining me tonight. I hope it was rather entertaining. And we'll see you tomorrow for Resident Evil 4. Take care. Have a great night. Love and hype. Life is good. Good night, everyone.